Greetings, folks. Welcome back to the TractorFella channel, where we know nothing about tractors. On today's episode, we're going to take this tank of a lawnmower, the Cub Cadet CC 550 ES rear-wheel drive, 173cc overhead valve electric start, and we're going to see if we can get it in tip-top condition. A neighbor called me up, said, "Hey man, I have this mower's been sitting for 8 years and I'd like to actually use it. Think you could get it running for me?" And I said, "Sure, buddy. Let me take a look at it." So without further ado, it's not even a stick, Titan. It's a shard. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. This is a really nice machine. Yeah, you're a really nice dog. Looks like we have a primer. Will it squish? It will. We are still squishy. Got our height adjuster here. Looks like it has a linkage to connect the front wheel adjustment and the rear wheel adjustment at the same time. That is extremely convenient, so you don't have to do each wheel independently. Electric start. Self-propel and brake / ignition cut. Overhead valve. Way to go. Starter motor. We use 10W30 in this beast. Single lever deck height adjustment, versatile 3-in-1 cutting options, and a 3-year limited warranty. Very nice. There's your info, model number, serial number. Also, don't lose a phalange. Let's start with some basics. The Earl. It's a quarter turn cap, which is nice. Probably not necessary to turn that. Oh yeah, right up on full, nice and clean looking, and very minor amounts of fuel in the Earl, so that's good. Tank check. Maximum 10% ethanol. Have a look. I do see the presence of liquid, quite a bit. I think he said he added some, so that would make sense. Let's do a Thompson's water seal check here. Nope, that's definitely fresh gas, or fresher gas. Air filter check. It looks acceptable. Looks like we have a pre-filter. Let's pop out this pre-filter. Oh, yeah. Somebody... You think someone was trying to make a nest, or you think we just have a big old pile of stuff in there? Wowzers. Okay, well, I'm glad we took this out. Might have been a slight extra restriction. Air filter. Not too bad. We could probably blow a little air on that situation. Otherwise, this looks nice and clean. Air filter was doing its job. That's encouraging. Let's do a quick blade check. Oh man, this thing is heavy. Yeah, it's on there. In all honesty, this is very clean compared to a lot that we've seen. Another complaint that he had was the belt. The drive belt kept falling off. I'm seeing signs of insulation here, and I don't know if that's coincidence, but there could be a mouse house under here. We'll have to take this cover off if we can and figure out maybe if there's something in here that's causing the belt to fall off. Otherwise, she's in pretty good shape. Why don't we next find a cleaner spot than my garage? Let's take this outside. Let's shoot some ether in it to get it to fire up, and then see if we can keep it running on the primer. Because the primer should shoot some gas into the carburetor, if I'm not mistaken. And the gas in the tank is fairly fresh. So, hypothetically, we should be able to keep it running on the primer. What a beautiful day. There's 6 squishes. I don't think we have... Oh, that smells like stale gas really bad. This does not turn the ignition off. Blade control. Alright, here we go. Alright. Here's some throat spray. Holy cow. Bees give me shivers. Okay, definitely fires up on starting fluid. I wonder if we just have a bunch of old fuel in the existing fuel line. Okay, on to phase 2. Ooh, it's toasty out in that sun. 10? Probably. Let's find out. I lost my 3/8 10mm. I'm actually very upset about that. I should have expected it because it's a 10mm, but I've never once lost a socket. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll turn up. Aha! It is a 10. What a great day. Whoop! she going. Keep in mind, those are very loose. Do not over tighten. Tighten. It's gravel truck day. That was extremely loose. Alright. There's our crankcase ventilation. And I see a drain on our bowl. Why don't we crack that open? You think we can just purge some fuel out of it? The fresh gas will bring it back to life? Oh, gee. Oh, well, that's supposed to be loose, dummy. Is that reverse thread? No, I'm just tightening it instead of loosening it. Great job. Really great job. Next question, is the needle stuck in the closed position and we're not getting any fuel at all? Nope, that's not correct. However, it should be letting more in right now, should it not? Oh, that stinks. That smells like deck stain. Why are we not? Tighten, bud. Your hot breath. Take your stick. Out you go. Thank you. You're a good boy. Holy cow, I can smell that from here. Why are we not admitting more fuel into the system? I wonder if our needle's just stuck shut. Yeah, I get a drip every once in a while. It's definitely pushing air out of the primer. You can see the fuel rippling as I push on the primer. Come on, bowl. I guess that only works in the movies, huh? Let's see, let's loosen this up, make sure we're actually getting fuel through the fuel line. And there's not a pinch point somewhere, or a clog. Whew, that is straight up Thompson's water seal. Or Minwax, whatever you prefer. This is not in a great position for me to grab it. Watch, as soon as I move that drip container, all the fuel is going to come pouring out, because that's how things work on this channel. Let's see if we can get this line off of here. Little twist and a tickle. We're moving it. What do you think? Is the line free or is the line plugged? Can't say I've ever seen a plugged line. But as we know, I haven't seen much. Alright, we're going to take this down. There we go. And I'd say we have plenty of fuel flow. That should be a good enough purge. However, our needle and seat are not opening up to allow new fuel to come in. So it's probably stuck. We should probably take it off and give it a once over. Do you agree? I agree. Alright, hose deformer. And this little guy would be our primer. Okay. Primer line released. I'm going to be very upset if this has to come off. Maybe I can just pull it back. First of all, will this do the twist and shout? Let's get the little guy out of there first for safekeeping. Okay. Little guy is out. Big guy is out. And that was pretty easy. It's essentially just a groove on the top here. I had to move the wire a little bit. Popped right out. There we go. Hey, the hose deformer is doing its job. Perfect. Next, do we have to? We do. How ridiculous. Let's see if we can move that bar, shall we? Let's pull it back toward us. We were on number 4. Oh, yeah. Nope, don't spill it. Trying to go for a new record. I think Bob is now our uncle. Wait, seriously? I can't go any lower. Oh, come on. Yes, thank you. Thought we were in trouble. Welcome back to the TractorFella carburation station. Oh, why don't I get some, let's get a brush, clean this baby up a little bit. Man, that stuff stinks. See if we can get the rest out here. Still a little bit in there, I think, but that's all right. I'm going to move this away from me, a long ways away from me. All right, I'm going to go get some air in a compressed state and finish the job. Okay, let's take care of this. And, oh, brand new. Let's de-bowl this thing, shall we? Let's find that 10 millimeter that I probably already lost. Oh boy. That is some goo right there. Slightly foreboding. Oh, that's solid. It's like chunky. Neighbor told me he doesn't use ethanol fuel. This may just be deposits from fuel sitting forever. I don't know. Here we go. Hold your breath. Oh boy. Yeah. Let's get a shot of that for the opening page. Okay, well, I mean, nothing a little clean. Ooh, look at that center. Oh boy. That jet is not very happy, I don't believe. Okay, well, is this stuck? Oh yeah, that's interesting. I've never actually seen this before. Sorry, I just got excited. But I've never actually seen a needle that gets stuck. And in all the other YouTube videos, they tap on the bowl and magically it reopens. But not this time. I can't actually lift the float to get it out of there. So, alright, well, let's take the pin out first. Most important tool in the garage. There we go. We'll clean that up a bit. Now, can we just get that guy out of there? I don't really want to hurt the plastic on the float here by trying to pry this up. Maybe we can just grip it, twist it, and rip it. There she comes. Oh no. What's coming with it? Is that a rubber seal? Or is that just dirt? I'm pulling pretty hard right now. Ooh boy. I don't know what that is. Is that even supposed to be there? Let's slide this guy on out of here. There we go. There is a spring on there. I'm glad it decided to stay. That would have been a problem. I think that's either broken down seal. Why would there be a seal right there? The sealing occurs between the bottom of the seat and the needle. Why would there be this around here? This rubber, what appears to be some type of rubber. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm funny. I know it. No, I don't think that's rubber. I think that's debris. A little bit of debris. Yeah, it's crumbling like it's almost rust. This was going to be a good candidate for the ultrasonic cleaner, I think. Although, all my friends out there tell me not to put this in the all my friends out there tell me not to put this in the ultrasonic cleaner with a solution that's caustic, because it will take that black coating off the tip of the needle there. Okay, well, what I'd like to do first, I want to blast some of this out so I can try to get the jet out of the middle. Let's get a little bit of CNC cleaner in here. We'll put on the high pressure needle of fury. Let's not get ourselves in the face, shall we? Oh boy, instead it just shot up through the hole and tried to get on my face. Is that going to even come up through the middle? Nope, it's completely plugged. I can't even see where you would put a screwdriver in there. There are threads down in there. This could be a challenging one. Let's check a couple other ports. What's this little guy do? Oh, that comes up through the middle. I wonder if that's our boost port for the primer. What's this little guy do? Woo! Oh, there's stuff coming out somewhere. See if we can see where it comes out without damaging our eye sockets. Oh, there's a... that looks like idle. I don't know what that is. It's coming right out of these little teeny tiny holes in here. What's this little guy? Maybe this is our primer boost. Oh, right on me. Where did that come out? Is that our fuel feed? No, no, that's the primer. Alright, that's clear. Everything's clear except what we need to be free, which is our frickin' center jet here. Oh, man. Right in the shirt. Why didn't you tell me my shirt was stuck in my belt? No, I bet I looked great on that first video when I was trying to pull start it. Oh, well. Oh, these are disintegrating in the presence of CNC cleaner. That's good. Tells you what it does to your skin. And your nervous system. Oh, hey, look. Starter motor wire. If you didn't see that last episode, and you want to know how a starter motor can get burned up, well, why don't you tune in? Okay, well, I cannot see down in this hole to save my life. I think that's all buildup. Let's gently scrape it. All right, let's get this little guy in here. Oh yeah, it's just goo. Look at that. I touched it once and it's... Okay, well, that answers that question. And the cut in the top for the screwdriver is starting to show through. You see? Yep. She's just dirty. Been sitting a long time. That's okay. These things happen. Whoop! Losing my CNC spray. Alright, that's starting to look better. Let's get some particulate blaster. I have no idea what the P or the B stand for. Penetrating blaster? Or PB? Maybe PB is the company? No, blaster's the company. Oh, I don't know what the heck it is. Who cares? Maybe one of you can educate me. Turn up the pump and go. Alright, maybe that'll help us get it out. Screwdriver time. There it is. Engagement. And... try again. Oh man, it's moving. That was scary. Blaster should help us on the way out. 30 minutes later. Oh, you know what? It's already unthreaded. I'm not doing anything now. Alright, now, when I blast this out of here, it's possible that there are pieces on the top side of it, so let's be careful to see what comes out first. Oh, nope, just the one. Are we clogged? We are thoroughly clogged. Somebody's gave me welding tip cleaners. Only funny thing is, now I have to find them. I know where they are. They're in the small engine kit. This used to be my daddy's toolbox. No idea who number 14 is, but pretty cool. Sure. Ah, yes. I see Hobart. Beautiful. And we'll start with the teeniest one. Because it looks pretty teeny. Will it go through? It did. There we go. That's what I like to see. Ah, you can see light through it now. This is good. Making progress. I like it. Whoop. Let's get one that's extra thick. Do some twist and shout. Let it all out. I think we're in business, folks. So that should be ready to go. Let's see if we can get anything through here now. Yep. Looks good there. Next, we want to use non-chemicals so we don't damage the tip on that. And we're going to get a new towel here. Ah, a wasp carcass. You can also go in the trash. Sorry. Alright, this is simply soap and water that I use to check for leaks in tires. Can anyone tell me why it's necessary to have a coating on the tip of the needle? Because anytime I've accidentally destroyed that coating, they've continued to work just fine. Or so I think, anyway. Who knows, this may never see it again. Maybe already damaged. In that case, I'll have to try to find a replacement. It's looking a lot better. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Alright, now for the rest of it. Let's try this little guy. May not be strong enough to break down that goo, but we can try. Oh, it came off. That's good. Now I can use CNC cleaner on it. Oh, geez, look at all the yellow it's leaving behind. Yuck. Well, my phone went into a meltdown mode because it said it was too hot. Whatever. I do all my recording with my phone because it records in 4K, and it does a pretty nice job, so... Anyway, the only thing you missed is that you saw me clean the nose with soap and water, and then I held the nose with paper towel, and I used carbon choke cleaner to clean off the back. So our spring is now good, our needle is looking good. Let's take a look at our seat. Not looking very good at all. Looks horrendous, actually. First of all, let's see what the heck is around here. That is not a rubber seal. That is just straight up buildup. Just yucky. In the interest of not losing you all... Oh, well, too late. You're all gone. In the interest of keeping you all here, I'm going to work on cleaning this up, and I will be back when it's done. Didn't take too long. I took a wire brush. I did use wire, and I scraped along the top here and got a lot of that residue off, and then I just sprayed CNC cleaner in the middle there, and it cleaned up the seat pretty well. I'm going to do the Mr. Musty one. Get a Q-tip here. I'm going to shrink it up a bit. And we'll just, you know what, we'll use a little bit of blaster on it. Why not? Seems like a good polishing and cleaning agent. We'll just cram it down there. Do a twist and a shout. Hopefully that'll help get rid of any other stubborn, sticky deposits down there. And we'll get a nice seal between our needle and seat. How do we look? Dirty. Corrosive. How does this look? Much better. Well, we're looking really good here. This is not looking really good. Almost out. We'll just put it in with the soap and water. We'll take this and we'll just mix up a nice little soup for dinner. Ground up some spices and herbs. Smell that. It smells like, well, it smells really toxic. It smells really toxic. But it also smells like the possibility of victory. Hopefully there won't be a jinxed that just appeared right there. And you guys shiver when you hear metal on metal contact and scraping. This doesn't bother me so much, but when I was a kid, people thought it was funny. I think I've told this story before, but some of my classmates thought it was funny because it would give me extreme chills when they would take their fingernails and scrape the frost off the windshield. Or the frost off the windows. Oh man, that made me shiver like crazy. Of course, they all giggled at my reaction and continued doing it, because that's what kids do. Little rascals. Little scamps. You guys still awake out there? I'm hanging in there myself. If you're not awake and you're slowly nodding off to sleep, well, I hope this show has helped. And it's okay if you leave it on while you sleep. That'll increase the viewing time that I receive. And it really helps the channel. That's the hard part of YouTube. Doing stuff like this, which is similar to watching paint dry, and trying to keep your audience engaged. For me, I guess right now it's talking about something completely useless. Oh yeah, look at all that lovely build-up. Oh, where's the blue coming from? Did we just create a mixture that causes blue awesomeness? Or is that blue toxicity? Probably blue toxicity, but I like it. Maybe it's the soap reacting with the carbon choke cleaner. I don't know, but I like the color blue, and it's a pretty color. Or maybe it's eating through the lid of this beet container. I guess we'll find out. Or is that blue stuff that was on the outside? What is that? I don't know. It's a lovely shade of blue, though. One of my favorite colors. Ooh, what a difference. Look at that transformation. It's satisfying and gratifying all at the same time. It's how do you mix satisfying and gratifying together? Grassifying? No, you can't do that. I don't know if you can, because they both end with the same fine. Grassification? Why am I still talking? Everyone's already skipped ahead at this point. What are you doing? I'm doing this. Yeah, that's what I like to see. That is beautiful. BEA, beautiful. I'm feeling good. What a great day. Hope you're all having a great day as well. And if not, I hope your day gets better soon. Boys, where are you going? Yeah, that person's allowed to walk on the road. Leave him be. Thank you. Well, you know the story. YouTube says I'm supposed to change views every once in a while to help keep my audience stay engaged. To help keep my audience stay engaged. That's not right. To help my audience stay engaged. So, here's a new view. Just for you. I've sprayed everything out nice and clear. We all verified together that everything is free and clear. Before I do a full assembly, let's put this little guy back in its home. And we'll do the air technique to see if it's shutting off and opening back up like it's supposed to. Now, don't fire the spring across the room. That is step one. Step two is reinstall. Oh yeah, there we go. I couldn't even get that off when I first tried. The thing was just stuck. There's still some stuff in here that I'm going to spray out really quick. Oh, that was an accident. That was a total accident. The emulsion tube came out, and I'm glad it did. even if it did bump the floor. Whoops, typically these don't come out for me. Although I didn't try, did I? Well, that was my mistake. The good news is, though, all the holes are clear. Wow. I did one of these, so I saw some more goo in here. I was spraying it out, and I went like this. And, yeah, the emulsion tube came out. Wow, okay. Surprise! Okay, find the holes. Can you see? Can you see the blue through there? Clear. 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 And ultra clear. Wow, that was scary. That was very scary. And we don't have any damage anywhere, so yep, got a little lucky on that one. It happens. Now I've learned my lesson, and we move on. Right? Right. I remember my first carburetor. Well, I know. I know. Thankfully. Little love from a screwdriver, and our tube is back up through the middle. Put this little guy in there just for safekeeping, so we don't go ahead and lose anything else. Okay. We're in, we're snug. In you go, little guy. Let's get our pin in there. Beautiful. All right, you know the routine. I'm going to blow on it like this. The float will be in the down position. It should allow air in. I'm going to flip it upside down. The float will be in the up position. I will blow on it. It should block the air. All right, down position. Beautiful. Flip her over. Up position. No, I do not have enough wind power to get it through there. This is exciting. I think we're done. I'm going to figure out the correct orientation of our drain really quick. Should be just like this. It'd be a shame not to clean that off. Overly large grill brush. And it's all, oh, there we go. Got a little bit. Seated. This is our drain plug. Okay, let's go throw it back on there, shall we? Whoop whoop. The fittings are going to face our hoses. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. No. Nope, nope, nope. What's the point of going through all this work if we're not going to at least wipe that off a little bit? Get this little guy back on. Just give it a little bend in the groove and down. Get this little guy back on. It's spring loaded. Should go right in. Beautiful. Okay, get our fuel line reinstalled. Get the pinchy clip back on there. Primer on. Release the fuel line. This should fill up the bowl after we undeform the fuel line. Now we're going to wait for a minute or two to make sure there's no fuel that starts pouring out the top. If for some reason our needle isn't seating. While we're waiting, I'm going to clean up this. Is this metal? Weird. Check out this spacer gasket. I don't know what it is, but it's like a piece of cast steel. I don't really understand. Huh. Yeah, so check that out. It is a piece of steel, but it's like impregnated. Not impregnated. I don't know what you call it. It has a small amount of rubber coating on it. It's kind of cool. It'd be even more cool if I remembered which orientation this came out. I thought it was like this. Yeah, that looks right, doesn't it? Although that looks way better. Yep, it's definitely that way. Okay, it's been a few minutes. There is no fuel that I can see coming out of that bore. Let's reinstall our air cover. Remember I made mention these are not tight at all. Okay, get some, buddy. Get some. Let's put our deck back up to number 4 first. There we go. Somebody has blessed my seat with a shard. Tighten. Fetch it up. Thank you. Oh, love the drool. Thanks, buddy. At least I'm wearing work pants today. Man, this beast is heavy. We'll do 5 primer pumps, and maybe we'll get lucky. Buddy. Oh my gosh, you even got the end of it in a hole. I hear fuel. Ripcord with a crossed finger. Did you see that puff of cotton? I think we need to remove that cover on the bottom and see if there's a mouse house in where the belt is. Glad I didn't try the belt yet. May not have been too good for it. What a great day. Let's have a look down here, shall we? Well, you and I know we're going to sharpen the blade for my neighbor, so let's go ahead and pop that off. Alright, what are we? I'm cheating, I know, I should already know it by the top of my head. 16 millimeter. Turn up the pump. Oh, don't go on me. And blade is off. Beautiful. Alright, I need to revise my mower stand here. There is definitely a mouse house up here. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get this cover off. What's up here? Nothing. I don't see any type of screw hole. Okay, so it's attached to the side of the deck here. Are you kidding me? We get it, dude. Your car is super awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to look at this for a little bit. I will bring you back. Looking at this, I'm pretty sure I have to take off this guy here. Same on the other side at that point right there. And then I think it should sort of just lift out and pull away. I think there's supposed to be a bolt in here, but it's gone. And the reason I say that is because there's one here and it's loose. And there's one here, but it's also loose. I can move it with my finger. So we will have to address that as well. But I'm going to get to work on popping those screws out. That old fuel is a long ways away from me. And it still reeks. Hopefully that's a 10, because that's what I grabbed. Yeah. No, it's not a 10. 30 minutes later, there's one. About a 3/8. Ah, yes, we are standard today. It's not my first day, it's my second day. Pretty exciting, huh? I could take the wheel off, but that would make too much sense. Holy smokes. It is coming out. Oh my. Oh, sorry, that was gross. Look at that. Yes. Yes, indeed. Holy smokes. That's a full-on mouse dominium right there. Equipped with a nice full-size bathroom and proper insulation. All right, time to put on the gloves. Time for an eviction. Ew. Yep, the belt's off, just like he said. Kept popping off on him. Mice are nasty. They're adorable. I will give them that. But they are gross. Let's just eat, sleep, and live in RP. How's that sound? Yeah, let's do it! So one thing I'd like to see is if there's an alignment issue. I'm gonna try to figure out what size these are so I can pop this cover off. Man, I gotta get this old gas out of here. Holy moly. For once, I did not bring an extension. No. There's one little guy. Let's get the other one out of here. You can see that really well, right? No, you can just see my scabs. And number 2 is out. Let's put these in a safe place. On the floor over there. Now, oh, that whole thing comes down. All right. You can't see, just a second. Ugh. So the pulley, the belt, and this cover all came off at the same time. I'm going to put the pulley and the belt back on and see if we have any strange alignment issues with the belt. And it should be loose. Well, plus it's off on the back here. To me, it looks like this is way too big of a belt for this. I'm going to go pull the tensioner and I'm going to get a clamp to hold it in the on position. I believe this whole thing tilts backward, and that's what pulls tension on the belt. Here we go. Drive. Okay, we should be driving now. No, that's definitely pretty tight. So what's the problem here? There's a hold down here. Is this bent out of place over here? This also should be a sort of alignment helper, I do believe. Like this one is. You see what I'm saying here? This sort of helps keep the belt from falling off, right? Well, it feels like there's one over here, but I can't see. It looks like it's way out of place. So let's tip them over the other way. Okay, so here we are from the other side. This is what I'm talking about. You've got a, what do you want to call that? A guide on this side, but the guide on this side looks like it's out of place. It should be down here. Does it just go over the end? It does. Wondering if this is vibrating and just sort of popping back up, and then the guide doesn't do anything anymore. I wonder if we can mutilate this tab a little bit to help with that. Let's do it. I gotta figure out how to position you, because this is just not functional for either of us. There we go. I have you wedged in between the engine and the belt adapter. Let's see what we can do. I'm thinking if we just twist this a little counterclockwise so that it's more aggressive in holding it, I'm going to bend you just like that. That is exactly what I was hoping to do. That way, that little guy will stay there. It'll take a lot more effort, I believe, to bounce out of place. What do you think? You think that'll work? I think that'll work. We'll try it without the shroud on for a little bit, see how it goes, and we'll go from there. All right, let's go sharpen the blade. All right, let's go sharpen the blade. Step 1, balance check. A little bit heavy on the left. Okay, so we'll have to take a little extra material off on the left side. Probably because we got a couple decent dents here on the right side. Left side's not too bad. Sweaty knee marks. Round 2. After a little sharpening action. Oh man. That looks pretty dang good, if I do say so. Rest it on the level here. Let's see. Maybe oh no, that's pretty dang close. A hint of heaviness on the left. But I think we're in good shape. We don't really need to do a whole lot more. Actually, I've decided that keeping that off would be a bad idea, because if the belt decides to throw itself, it will throw itself into the blade and really hurt some stuff. Welcome back, folks. It's a new and phantasmic day. Went ahead and pinched the fuel line, put it on a bit more of a steep angle than yesterday. Hopefully this will make reinstallation a little bit easier. We'll get a wire brush, clean that up a bit. There we go. Oh look, there's a screw there. What does that do? Does that do anything? Oh, there's an open hole. Let's just put a screw in it. Okay. So we got to put these side screws in on both sides. I won't bore you with that because it's going to take me forever. This little guy is missing a screw here. I believe it's going to be the same screws as these little guys. So I'm going to do a bit of a screw hunt, see if I can find something to help that out. I noticed we were talking about guides to keep the belt from coming off. I noticed these guys here. These must be our anti-belt throw devices. You can see they've been putting in a good work here. So if I had to guess, if these are doing their job keeping the belt on, and that one on the other side was doing its job keeping the belt on, I'm guessing the one that was causing our problems was this guy up here. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed about it, but there's a good possibility that was our problem. And this is inconvenient. There we go. All right. So I found a replacement. It's not perfect, and it's had a bit of a rough life, but let's see if we can at least put it to use. Something is better than nothing. Welcome back, folks. I accomplished nothing yesterday. Good news, though. Red Beauty still runs. Sat all winter, fired right up. It's a diesel, so I wouldn't expect anything else. Anyway, let's get back to putting the shroud back on the bottom, shall we? I said I would scrape this, and then I never scraped it, so we're going to go ahead and scrape this. Let's see if our new bolt will go up through here. Indeed. And it's gone. Here's what I'm battling with. There's a giant gap back here behind the plastic. So all the grass that's supposed to be ejected out here will start packing in on the backside. It's supposed to be over like this, and there's supposed to be 2 screws that hold it in to the side like so. And those are not present. So we're going to have to see if we can find a couple of coarse thread plastic screws to fit in there. Found a couple of self-tappers. I just broke off the self-tapping feature because we don't really need it. Go ahead and put the new guy in first. Now that I did that, we'll just go in with it already installed. I need to loosen this up first. There we go. Oh, what a lovely fit. Almost did it. Were you guys yelling at me? I have decided I am going to take the wheels off to reinstall the plastic on the backside because, well, it's kind of annoying. Plus, we can inspect the gear drive. 14mm for the win. Let's see how we look. Ah, look at that lovely sprocket. It's actually metal. The teeth are nice and pointy. My goodness, that is a nice looking gear. Does this just pop off? It does, okay. Well, maybe we can put a little lubrication in that situation. Let's finish up what we came here to do first. Okay, that looks great. I think that squeak is coming from the other side. Oh, plastic guard. Move the plastic guard out of the way. You guys ever check the gearboxes on these things? Do you even know how? I'm not going to. Because I know nothing about it. But I'm just curious if that's... Okay, off to the other side. Also, looks pretty healthy. Nice and pointy sprocket. Do the same thing here while we're here. Am I running out of air? I am. I have run out of air. You have to go pump this container back up. Nope, I can't pop that off. I'm gonna have to go right through the main nozzle. See if I can blast some air into the blaster to recharge the blaster. That should seal up okay. That's gonna be too much. I don't think we need 120 psi. Actually, I have no clue what a typical spray can holds pressure-wise. Okay, squeeze and inject. Yep, got some in there. Let's try again. Gotta squeeze the top while injecting the air. A little recharge for our blaster. This stuff is so expensive. Well, I mean, it's not that expensive, but why waste it? Try again. Oh yeah, much better. Let's get our bracket back up. Gotta muzzle that plastic back into its home. There we go. Yeah, so I was wrong. It only is the one hole that engages the side. The top one is used to hold that plastic up here, so just have to get that into its place too. I can't see nothing. Oh, there's the hole. Get in there. There we go. That's gonna be too small. All right, we're gonna get a bigger self-tapper. There we go. Got a thicker one, just broke the end off of it. Pinched it in a vise, grabbed it with some pliers, and did a twisty. Okay, I think that did it. Wow, it's humid today. There we go. Got her pulled over, just like we were hoping for. No more giant gap here to collect a whole bunch of grass. I think we're ready. Well, suppose we should put a wheel back on first. All right. Undo the fuel. Reform the line. Take care of this little guy. Okay, I'm gonna go blow these off a bit. Oh, yeah, that was good. All right. Well, at least we're making a mess of some sort. I did notice a crack here, but it's not all the way through, so maybe she's still usable. Anyway, I'm gonna go dust these off a bit. We are looking better. I'm guessing this got wet at some point, so I'll probably recommend he gets a new one. I don't have any in stock. All right, let's go do a reinstall. Beautiful. Let's see, this side is squished, so it probably was like this before. We'll flip it around, rotate the air filter, like we're rotating tires. Yeah, we got it in there. There we go, we're good. How's it going there, hot breath? Yeah, we all hear you. Now, you know what's gonna happen since I've installed all this stuff? It's gonna throw the belt immediately. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. What is happening over there? Crazy chicklets. Huh. It's also zero turn day today. What is going on? You're standing like a rooster right now. I don't know what the heck she's doing. Maybe she's losing her mind. I think she's a rooster. We'll do 2 primes. Restart. I know. I'm thoroughly amusing. You just can't help yourself. This thing is working really well. I mowed the lawn yesterday and I just realized that I missed this section here up to those little yellow flowers. So let's go ahead and time lapse while I borrow my neighbor's mower and finish up the job I forgot to finish yesterday. Anyway, stop talking. Here we go. Have it. 10 minutes straight of mowing. Activated and deactivated the drive lots of times. Knock on wood, no issues. This is a really nice mower. It's quiet. It's very ergonomic. You don't have to stand up too straight or bend over too far. Anytime I was going up a hill, I didn't even have to push on it. I did it out of habit, but yeah, that drive does really well. Fantastic. Only one more thing to do. Almost forgot, I fired up the 3E yesterday. The last time I used it was on the video that I did about this. Fired up yesterday after 3 pulls. I did nothing to it when I put it away. Oh, what a great machine. Am I the only human here that has just horrendous luck with hoses? Oh, right in the face. I mean, what is this? And where did it, out of nowhere? Just out of nowhere. I mean, it really is, it's just a high quality, high dollar hose. Okay, well that should suffice for a few minutes. We'll let this thing purge of air and give it back cleaner than we got it. Let's see how easy the easy start starts today. Usually the likes temperature is above 80, so we should be okay. Below 80, good luck, and go. No? Oh. Beautiful. What a good working machine. Sock casualties. One last startup. Make sure she dries out okay. I think we're good, folks. Oh, shoot. I missed that spot over there. I can't do it now. I've already cleaned it. Oh well. We'll save it for the weed whip. And for those of you faithful followers that are looking for an oil spill, here you go. My RTV job did not go well when I repaired the stuck valve on this one. So I'm going to have to address that sometime, preferably before it runs out of oil. Oh, we got a squeaker. Every time. Oh, that breeze feels good. It's 85 today. I gotta say, things went really well on this episode. I feel really good about it. That was a really nice machine. Self-propel works great. Hopefully I fixed that issue for him with that guide clip being out of place. It's quiet, no vibration. Does a good job. Cuts nice. Very happy with the final result. And hopefully he will be too. Wasp. Gone. In other news, our farrier, also known as our horse toenail clipper, contacted us the other day and said, hey, do you want to see if this will run? I found it on the side of the road. It's going to be a lot different than anything we've ever done on this show before, but I think hopefully you'll enjoy it. He's supposed to stop by Thursday and drop it off. A different neighbor contacted me the other day and said, hey man, we're going to do this project. You want to come film it for your show? You can help out? I said, that sounds like fun. So got a couple new, a little bit different things coming up, both mechanically oriented. And obviously we're going to revisit the steel over there. Like I said, I bought some parts for it. I would have done that one next, but I wanted to help out my neighbor. That's what neighbors are for, right? Anyway, thanks again for stopping by. If in the future you find yourself looking for a new and thrilling adventure, come on back, I'll be here. We'll see you then. High five.